south of Denmark, a mega project is underway to build a tunnel under the Baltic, linking the country to Germany.
Imagine being aboard a ferry between Denmark and Germany. You gaze across the Baltic Sea, feeling the chill and watching the hours slip by. That 45-minute crossing is all about to change. Beneath these waves, a 4.8 billion euros megaproject is rising. The Fehmarnbelt Tunnel, an under-Baltic link that will connect southern Denmark to northern Germany in just 7 minutes by train, 10 minutes by car. This is the Fehmarnbelt Fixed Link, also known simply as the Fehmarnbelt Tunnel, a monumental engineering feat and Europe's largest immersed road and rail tunnel. Its mission: transform travel, boost economies, and bring Scandinavia within swift reach of Central Europe. Europe's longest immersed tunnel, the Fehmarnbelt Tunnel, is under construction across the Fehmarnbelt Strait. When completed in mid-2029, it will stretch roughly 18 kilometers, or 17.6 kilometers per official figures, linking Rødbyhavn on Lolland in Denmark to Puttgarden on Fehmarn in Germany. It carries both a double-track electrified railway, trains up to 200 kilometers per hour, and a 4-lane motorway, making it the longest combined road and rail tunnel underwater. CNN describes Fehmarnbelt as the tunnel that will change the road and rail map of Europe. By linking Scandinavia with Central Europe, the tunnel enables a faster journey across eastern Denmark to Germany by taking 7 minutes by train and 10 minutes by car. Two countries stand separated by the glittering expanse of the Baltic Sea, yet soon they will be joined by a single ribbon of concrete and steel beneath the waves. This is the vision and reality of the Fehmarnbelt Tunnel, a mega-project underway in the south of Denmark that will forge a connection with Germany and change European travel forever. Train passengers will soon glide beneath the sea in just 7 minutes. Cars will roar through in 10. What used to take 45 minutes by ferry, plus unpredictable boarding delays, will become a swift, seamless experience. A journey between Copenhagen and Hamburg that currently consumes 5 hours will shrink to around 2.5. The Fehmarnbelt Fixed Link, spanning some 18 kilometers beneath the Baltic Sea, will carry both a modern electric railway and a 4-lane motorway. It will become the longest combined road and rail underwater tunnel in the world, a feat of engineering and a symbol of continental unity. As you imagine this vast tunnel hunched beneath the waves, picture how it's built. 89 giant precast concrete segments, each about 217 meters long and weighing nearly 73,000 tons, are cast in a purpose-built factory at Rødbyhavn. These massive pieces are floated out, sunk into an 18-kilometer trench about 40 meters deep, and joined together, piece by piece like colossal Lego blocks, to form a seamless corridor beneath the sea floor. Local workers describe the method with awe. As one Reddit user succinctly put it, the Fehmarnbelt Tunnel is set to become the world's longest road tunnel, putting prefabricated pieces together, just like Legos. That design lives up to Danish engineering lore, not only practical, but poetic in its simplicity and precision. On-site, engineers carefully ballast and align each section with millimeter-level accuracy, pushing technological and project management limits to deliver the world's longest immersed tunnel. But the Fehmarnbelt Tunnel is more than a shortcut under the Baltic Sea. It's a bold reimagination of how nations collaborate, how regions evolve, and how borders fade into infrastructure. At its core, this tunnel is a statement that in an era of fragmentation, Europe can still come together to build something monumental. This fixed link between Denmark and Germany doesn't just move people, it moves ambition. It says that Scandinavia is no longer peripheral. It's a heartbeat away from the rest of Europe. With high-speed rail slicing through the darkness beneath the sea, commuters from Hamburg will be able to wake up, grab a coffee, and make it to Copenhagen's city center before their second cup. Freight trains that once crawled across ferry decks will now power through uninterrupted, slashing delivery times and carbon emissions alike. What was once a logistical detour is becoming a direct artery. And for a region known for its windswept coasts and remote islands, the psychological shift might be even more powerful than the physical one. This is the kind of infrastructure that doesn't just support economies, it rewrites them. Construction officially began in early January 2021, and the first completed segment was ceremonially unveiled in Rødbyhavn on June 17, 2024, by Denmark's King Frederik X. A time capsule even accompanies the inaugural element: coins, mementos from engineers, a symbolic tether between builders and future generations. Work continues apace, dredging the seabed, constructing the portals, and preparing for mechanical systems installation, with 2025 marking the start of immersion for many segments. If all proceeds on schedule, the tunnel will open by mid-2029. Beyond engineering drama and travel time reductions, the tunnel reflects a vision for greener, more sustainable mobility across Europe. By shifting both freight and passengers from road and air to fully electrified rail, the Fehmarnbelt link addresses EU climate goals and supports modal shift across the trans-European transport network. The new link will cut about 160 kilometers off the land route between Scandinavia and Central Europe, reducing fuel consumption, emissions, and reliance on short-haul flights. It's a corridor that extends from the Resund region down through Germany, literally knitting Scandinavia closer to continental Europe. Yet megaprojects often spark debate. Critics, such as Germany's nature protection group NABU and the European Court of Auditors, warn of underestimated costs, overstated traffic forecasts, and the ecological risk to protected seabed habitats like stone reefs. One environmental activist declared the project's cost and predictions completely out of all proportion to the benefits, highlighting concerns over irreversible disruption of delicately balanced marine ecosystems. The Fehmarnbelt Tunnel is not just a feat of engineering, it is a blueprint for the future of mega-projects across Europe. It symbolizes a new kind of ambition, one rooted not only in concrete and steel, but in sustainability, unity, and long-term vision. In an age where infrastructure is often mired in bureaucracy or public doubt, this tunnel proves that cross-border collaboration can defy inertia. It's a living example of how two nations, Denmark and Germany, can coordinate massive investments, environmental protections, and logistical challenges to serve a shared European purpose. The success of the Fehmarnbelt link will likely inspire a generation of transnational projects, encouraging policymakers to dream bigger, to imagine tunnels under alpine ranges or seamless electric rail corridors stretching from the Arctic Circle to the Mediterranean Sea. It signals a shift from temporary fixes to generational infrastructure, the kind that doesn't just serve today's needs, but anticipates tomorrow's Europe, greener, faster, more connected. And perhaps most importantly, it reignites public belief that megaprojects, when done with care and clarity, can unify rather than divide, bringing not just regions closer together, but people too. In response, project managers have pledged environmental safeguards, including measures to reduce construction noise, schedule immersion to minimize marine disturbance, and preserve or restore habitat areas twice the size of what's affected on the seabed. For local communities in Lolland and Fehmarn, the tunnel is already bringing visible change. The massive factory and harbor development in Rødbyhavn have injected jobs, training, and optimism into a region long overshadowed by depopulation. As one worker put it, this megaproject may be the golden opportunity the area needs to reverse decades of decline, transforming isolation into connection and ferry ports into transit hubs for tourists and trade alike. Travelers will soon start conversations across borders instead of seas. Ferry boats that once defined the journey between Fehmarn and Lolland, taking up to 45 minutes, will fade from routine memory. In their place, the hum of a train speeding beneath the Baltic Sea, the sleek flow of cars traversing the new road, the hum of commerce and exchange across borders in 10-minute slices. This is a story not only of planned steel and submerged concrete, but of how human ambition persists, connectivity matters, and infrastructure reshapes lives. When the Fehmarnbelt Tunnel opens in mid-2029, it will stand as the world's longest immersed tunnel, a testament to what precision engineering and cross-border collaboration can achieve. But beyond records and headlines, its deeper legacy will be in the way it rewires European geography and everyday lives, bringing people, places, and possibilities closer than ever before.